Well, we want to welcome everyone to the Jeunesse Global Success Team Sunday Night Live with Mr. Wes Benson. I'm Diane Llewellyn. I'm going to be your host this evening, and we're so glad to have everyone on this call. We so appreciate you taking your time to give this time to learning more about Jeunesse Global. I hope everyone has had a wonderful Mother's Day today with all of your families. But now it's Sunday Night Live. We're getting ready for Monday and the exciting week ahead. And when I say exciting, I have never in my networking days seen so much excitement going on Jeunesse Global. And if you're not following Facebook right now with the Success Team, you need to get on Facebook and follow everything that's going on there. The testimonies, the people who are joining, it is absolutely so exciting to follow this team on Facebook and see all the things that are going on. And I just know from all the places that West has been and West is going, I kind of got his schedule this afternoon. I am telling you, it is exciting. This is a huge worldwide global explosion like I've never seen. So we appreciate you getting on tonight. We're excited. I'm always excited to hear what West has to say. And West, you and I have been doing these calls a long time together, but I think this is the biggest and the best and the most exciting that I have ever seen in all my years of network. So, Wes, thank you so much for all you're doing for this team, and we are ready to hear what you have for us on Sunday Night Live.
Well, thank you, Diane Llewellyn. Publicly, again, Diane, happy Mother's Day to you, and for all the mommies out there listening this evening, happy Mother's Day to everyone. Within the sound of my voice, you know, Diane, if it's 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific time on a Sunday night, it's Sunday Night Live. I want to welcome all the guests that are listening in. By golly, we've got people on a Mother's Day evening, Diane, dialing in from all over the place. There's 30 or 40 people that's dialed in that I've never heard before, and that's exciting to me, so I'm going to jump right into it. I heard a lot of people from Oklahoma dialing in this evening. Tuesday night, May 12th. Make sure you're at the Hampton Inn in Ada, Oklahoma. Do whatever you got to do to be there. Diane, we're going to be there at 7 o'clock there at the Hampton Inn in Ada. And I can guarantee you we're going to rocket launch somebody's business right there in Ada. It's going to be exciting to say the least. And you know what, Diane? This company is breaking records. As a matter of fact, I just came back from Los Angeles this past 4 days, actually, in L.A., with the number one earner, not just in Jeunesse Global, but internationally as well, all over the entire network marketing industry. And spending time with him as our upline and my sponsor, Alex Arnold, it's absolutely unbelievable where this company has been and where they're going at a record amount of speed. Guys, in the first 6 years, it appears to me that this company will be the first company in our space to do $1 billion in sales. Now, Diane, that's exciting. And you know, back in the early 90s, I experienced that growth with a telecom company, and we know what happens. Your business absolutely grows, leaps and bounds just because you're at the right place at the right time. And for the guests listening tonight, we're going to talk about timing, and we're going to talk about the 3 specific items that have to be in position for you to have success in the relationship industry. Number 1, we're going to talk a little bit about financial stability. That's obvious. Jeunesse Global has already been noted just 3 weeks ago as the number 1 fastest growing company in the Direct Sellers Association on the famous Inc. 500. We're ranked number 1 as the fastest growing company nationwide, and that's exciting enough. And number 2, uniqueness of products. Guys, 13 products that are all surrounded by what we call the YES process, the Youth Enhancement System. I mean, think about it, Diane, for a moment. Everybody wants to look and feel younger, and we've got all those products that do just that. Exciting enough, Janess is a leading direct selling company that's devoted to encouraging all of its distributors to look and feel younger. We're going to encourage them to earn more and enjoy life. This company's research focuses on adult stem cell technology, telomere support, DNA repair, and nutrigenomics. Now, Diane, this is incredible because this company is on the cutting edge of all those things that are happening right now in the scientific community. And number one, they put together a system to where you can be financially rewarded, not only with one stream of income, but up to 6 very lucrative streams of income that are absolutely outstanding. And we're going to talk about those streams of monies as well in just a moment as I bring on a good friend of mine. And before I do that, let me touch on a couple of dates that are coming up. As a matter of fact, I want everyone to make note of this. You can also go to meetwithwest.com and read a little bit about the itinerary. I try to keep the dates up there 7 days in advance, but May 16th, guys, you want to write this down. We're going to be in Seattle, Washington, specifically Auburn, Washington. You don't want to miss this meeting. I'm so excited about being back in the Seattle marketplace. That's May 16th. Get your people there. As a matter of fact, I've got a suspicion, Diane, that this could be the largest single meeting that we've had in the last 8 weeks. And you know how many we've done, some 45 meetings all over this country, all over abroad, and I think Seattle's going to blow it out. As a matter of fact, on the 17th, we're going to be there at my partner's home, Mr. Rob Harris, in the neighboring town of Linwood, Washington. You don't want to miss that. And then listen, guys, closely. Monday night, right outside of Las Vegas, Nevada, at the home of David Asdale. You don't want to miss this, guys. We're going to be in his personal, brand-new home in Henderson, Nevada. That's Monday night, May 18th. And, guys, you don't want to miss it. As a matter of fact, this gentleman has been in the network marketing arena for many years. As a matter of fact, David looked at Janess and says, guys, this is for me. He says, you can't beat them. You might as well join them. The fastest growing company out there. This gentleman has been at the top of the industry many times, and it gives me a great amount of pleasure to introduce to the Janess family, Mr. David Asdale, all the way from Henderson, Nevada. David, are you with me tonight?
I am. Thank you very much, Wes.
David, it's my pleasure to bring you on the call this evening. Let's have some fun tonight. Is that okay with you?
That works for me. I don't like to be too formal. And by the way, just to start us off on that note, I know for all you in other areas of the country, and when I grew up in the East Coast, in the New York metropolitan area, and my entire life I called this state Nevada until I moved here, and it's Nevada.
All about change.
Just so you know.
David. It's just so I know. Nevada.
It's Nevada.
It's Nevada. You know, David, when you and I were visiting actually in Las Vegas, it's been about 8 weeks ago now. And
I can't believe it's been that long.
We grabbed each other's, it hadn't been that long, you know, and you know, we grabbed each other by the hands, gave each other that nice handshake, you know, and I looked in your eyes and I could see something sparkling. As a matter of fact, I could see some things that you were thinking about at that moment. Can you share with the team tonight what you were feeling at that point in time when your sponsor, I believe Sheila Harrison over there in Kentucky, brought you on board here? Give us a little bit about that 60 seconds and what you saw that was so different here at Janess Global.
Well, I'll try to keep to 60 seconds. That's going to be difficult. But in any event, you know, I've been in the industry a long time. I've started my own company. I've written compensation plans. I've seen what I think, you know, I've seen everything. And Janess is special in so many respects that 60 seconds won't do it justice. You know, you mentioned before about our products, and products are critical to a business, especially a lead product. You know, the Harvard Business Review back in 2013, I believe, had an article on why it pays to be a category creator. And we have category creator products. They talked about how category creators create much faster growth and much higher valuations for investors than companies that just bring incremental innovations to market. When you look at our our lead product, which I tried on that first night. I think Sheila gave me a sample, and I'm a guy, I just don't wear makeup, but I thought, all right, I'll try this stuff, and I'm, at my age, I'm devastatingly handsome, as you well know. But at my age, I have those bags under my eyes from not sleeping as well as I should, etc. I put some of that on, and it was gone. And my wife was floored. And I knew right then, I said, we have something special. But you alluded to it before, and, it's really funny. I've been around the industry, as you have, for many, many years. For me, it's over 30. I think my first time I ever saw a network marketing company was in 1980, so 35 years. And it's all great. The product is great, and boy, look, our comp plan is so much better than everybody else's, et cetera, et cetera. But once you start getting a check, and that check starts to grow, you really start focusing in on the company. Because one thing you don't want, once you start getting one of those checks and you've told your boss to, go somewhere else because you want to be on your own now, you certainly don't want that check going away. So your priorities shift entirely. And it's interesting how people, when they enter this business, don't at all look at the company. We have an incredible company with incredible management. We're growing leaps and bounds. We're financially solid, and we're not going anywhere. So you take that rock solid base, and I know I'm way over my 60 seconds here, but you take that rock solid base, and you could, as a foundation, you can build your future on it, the future for your family and for your children, and it really will change everything if you put the effort in, and that's the key in this industry. It's a very, very simple business, but it's not easy. It does take effort. It does take action on your part. I always say IGA, income generating activity. And the only income generating activity is sampling somebody and asking them if they're interested in making more money. Everything else, making lists and everything else, is not income generating activity. It's really nice. It makes you feel like you're busy. And if that's what you've been doing, fire yourself tonight and hire yourself back tomorrow morning and go out and talk to people, because there are probably in this country 40 million people who are on their knees tonight looking for something that will save them financially. And we have an incredible product with an incredible company with your leadership. That this is one of those companies that you can go out on a limb with and not hear that familiar sawing sound behind you as the branch is going to be cut out from under you. This one's going to be around, and I'm delighted to be a part of it, and I'm really delighted to be under your leadership. Thank you so much, West.
Well, David, you can take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, as many times as you would like, because, see, I want everyone on this call tonight to understand you have a business acumen that is so sharp in the relationship industry that I've actually gleaned from you, and I've picked up a lot of key things from you. And you know what, David? I want to throw it right back at you, because you've created what we call the Jeunesse System for Success. You've put it all together. I mean, you didn't reinvent things in the industry. You just pulled together what's worked for you. And I'm just going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Folks, David is a seven-figure earner in this industry. He's made over millions of dollars in network marketing. He's created his system for success that I've been duplicating, David. I've been sharing with some of my key leaders because it's simple. It's a neat, duplicatable system for sponsoring and recruitment. So, David, let me pitch it back to you. Let's hit the high marks of your system that you use right now as you're promoting up the stairway to success here at Jeunesse.
Well, I'm delighted. As I said before, it's a very, very simple business. But it does take effort. It's not easy. Okay, and one of the reasons it's not easy is because you get a lot of no's. And no's are hard for everybody, especially when you're all excited. And we go to our friends, relatives, neighbors, and we go out there and we tell them we're going to really build this thing, and we're going to change our lives financially, and and you get kind of laughed at or whatever it may be, and it's difficult. What makes this company so unique, because probably back in the early 80s, there was a product that came to market for diet that was an incredible sampling product, and I have never seen a product that's better than that for sampling in 83, so 22 years. This product is amazing. It has instant results. People come out with their products and they say this, that, and the other thing. Well, what you need to do, a system, you have to have a system and you have to follow it, and you have to keep it simple. And the first thing you do is sample people. And you can, one of the great things about our product is you can actually charge for the sample. People actually will value it higher if you charge $3, $2 for $5, etc., and tell people that that's what they need to do. At the very least, what the price that should be paid for that sample would be getting the contact information of the person that you're sampling. I'm one of the greatest people that can talk to people. I'm terrible at details and follow up. But I'm so used to here's my card and here's a sample and call me. But I'm getting better. After all these years, I'm actually getting better. But that's the key. Sample, okay. When people then call them, follow up immediately with the greatest tool we have, which is the JMobile app, and send them that 90-second video. When they want more information, if you don't mind me sharing, I put together a generic website. It's not the greatest URL title because it's something I've used for a number of years. It's vegasfortune.info for information. Of all you out there, it's www.vegasfortune.info. You're delighted to. There's nothing on there that has anything to do with me. It's filled with informational stuff. And the opening page, of course, is the 90-second video. But there's things. West is on there doing a live business presentation. I've got a good training, I think, on how to build the binary. But that system for success is in there in a verbal format. And I've also done it as a fast start training. And it's about a 20-minute little fast start training that talks about that system. But that's it. And the third step of that system, West, as you know, is a 3-way phone call. I don't care how good you are. I know I can talk to anybody, but the best thing for me to do would be take that same person and put them on a 3-way phone call with West, because that is a duplicatable system. You don't need to be an expert. What you do need is to plug somebody into an expert, and that enables velocity in your business. People don't have to worry about becoming an expert and studying. They just can go, oh, you have a question? Great. Let me put you on with my business partner, David or Kathy or West or whomever it may be, and bing, bang, boom, there it is. Simple 3-step system. Sample, get their information, follow up with the JMobile live demonstration app, follow up with a phone call, and then get them on with a 3. As soon as they have a question, get them on a 3-way phone call. And that's the simple system. It's worked for decades. This is a people business. Everybody wants to make it as the marketing and online and never having to deal with anybody. It's a very simple business if you go back to the basics. And there's enough information on vegasfortune.info, and certainly from Jeunesse Corporate, and of course from you, West, that allow, if you just follow those things that are out there, you will be successful as long as you do one more thing. And if I could take one more minute, the key in this business is well, let's put it this way: all upsets arise out of unfulfilled expectations. And what happens in this industry, as you know, West, people get involved in the business. They get excited. They see the big picture. They see the dreams. They see the goals. They see the big cars, et cetera, and they go out and they want that. Well, the fact is they work 40 hours a week for $1,000 a week in their job, and they get involved in one of these businesses and put in 1 hour a week and expect to make $100,000 a month. And they get disappointed when they don't. And that is really critical for you to immunize your new people as to getting their work and work efforts correlate with their income expectations. You're not going to make $100,000 a month if you put in an hour a month. West, if I can be so bold, is killing himself. He's really an incredible leader because he is willing to pay the price. And trust me, it's a price to be paid to be away from your family, jet lag, flying all over the country, over to Hawaii, etc. This kind of leadership is rare to find in this industry, and we're all absolutely very lucky to have that. So you end up with you have a company, and you have leadership, and you have training, and you have a lead product. Really, the only thing that's left is you and your desire. How much do you want it?
Well,
with that, let me kick it back to you.
You know, David, I wasn't asking for the accolades. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate your support and the kind words. But, you know, proof is in the pudding. I shared your website weeks ago, vegasfortune.info, and you're right, it keeps enhancing itself. It keeps evolving. I'm so impressed with the content, the solid content. And just about an hour and a half ago, I was doing a three-way phone call with a young lady in Las Vegas. Her name's Roxanne. As a matter of fact, Roxanne is going to be at your meeting a week from tomorrow night in Henderson, David. She's going to be at your home with her husband. And I didn't know Roxanne, but I know Evelyn. Evelyn out of Oahu, Hawaii. She calls me. She texts me 5 minutes ahead of time, and she says, West, I need you to do a three-way in 5 minutes. Can you do it? I stopped everything, David, to jump on that three-way call with her. And you know what? It works. It works 99% of the time. David, we're experiencing almost 100% closure by edifying, using that edification process with someone that knows a little bit more. You know, when I need to do a three-way phone call, I reach out to you. You know, I reach out to others that are in our organization just to keep it hot, just to keep it turning. And that is one of the most special nuggets of gold that you could have shared this evening, that three-way phone call. And, you know, David, too, the simplicity of using a free app called the J-Mobile app and send that 90-second video out. You actually get notification back to your smartphone that lets you know when that contact actually opened up the video and watched it. And
amazing.
It's amazing. And then your system for success, it actually edifies that. It says you even give the answers for the question. You tell that prospect, is there anything that you saw in that 90-second video that you liked? And you just wait for the answer. And 9 times out of 10, well, yeah, I think the lady looks 15 years younger in 3 minutes. I want some. And your answer is, I knew you would like it. That's exactly what I saw. Wait till you see the rest of the product lines. David, you got it right there, and I just appreciate that so much. Let's take a few more minutes here. We're 24 minutes after the hour. I try to keep the call tight to about 22 to 24 minutes, but I like where this is going this evening. Let's talk about the cornerstone position here at Jeunesse. Let's talk about Sapphire for just a moment, because you spend some time, some detail in promoting to Sapphire. And if you don't mind, David, let's talk about the efforts. Let's talk about the work, the sweat equity that it takes. And, you know, David, it's not very much to get to Sapphire. It's about duplicating the process that it takes for you to get qualified. Let's go in detail here for the next 60 seconds about getting to Sapphire. Can you take me through that real quickly?
Well, yeah, I can. You know, you bring it up, and it's really funny. The great Jim Rohn had an expression that's always stuck with me, and he used to say, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better." And you know, and that's really the key in this industry is to put in the effort. You don't get the Sapphire by just hoping you get the Sapphire, by just spreading the samples. You know, as good as our sample and our product is instantly ageless, you might get a customer, and that's great, but you won't get the Sapphire with a customer. Okay, it'll really help you with that wonderful promotion they have by getting more customers. You'll actually make more money if you get more customers, and that's critical in this industry because this industry is always looked upon as not a retail business, and we have a real retail product that works. But the key is finding people who are looking to make money, and it really is that simple. Okay, when you sample people, say, how would you like to change your life financially? You know, and there's a great line in terms of your of approaching people. You know, and it's really simple. You know, the key is to not go. You know, I just found out. I just got involved with. That never seems to work. But if you approach somebody with a very, very simple approach and say something like, I'm just curious, are you making all the money you want to make, West? If I have asked you that question, what would your response be?
My response is not really. What do you have?
No, exactly. I mean, and that's what you want to do, because then you can just say things like, I just found out that there's a company that's exploding with a new product. You know, the whole anti-aging thing is growing leaps and bounds. And, you know, and then you could go into, you know, whatever you want to say about the product, et cetera, that works. But that's the key, because getting to Sapphire is sponsoring 12 people and getting them to executive, which means helping them duplicate. The key is duplication, and that's why that system for success is very, very simple and duplicatable if you do it. What I would suggest anyone who's listening to the call who wants to get to Sapphire is if you go to vegasfortune.info, there's a page there, and I took the time to do about a 15-minute video with some slides on how to build the Jeunesse binary. And building that binary is critical because you need 3 in one leg, you need 12 altogether, and that maximizes your downline, and it teaches you how to build power legs. And if you can find 2 leaders, if you found West on one side and me on the other, you basically could put your feet back up, because I know one thing, West isn't stopping and neither am I. And we're not 22 anymore. I said that to my wife. I said, I'm not 43 anymore. I'm a little sore. We just moved. She laughed. She goes, no, you're not 43 anymore. But, you know, that's the key. You just find 2 people who have a burning desire. And when you find people who have that burning desire, that you know, there's a great leader in this industry, in the motivational speaking industry, is a former football player. He said, when you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm telling you, you don't need to have that, but if you want the real success, the success that Jason has, and you're on your way to achieving, West, that's the kind of level. Because I'm sure one thing, we have West on the line tonight and every Sunday night, thank goodness. But you know, he has an unsung hero in his business, and that's his wife, for putting up with him being away and going out there and building the future for himself and his family and his children and his grandchildren, and with a company that's on rock solid footing. And that is what it takes to get to Sapphire. Following a duplicatable system, having a burning desire, and working like you're working, West.
Well, David, thank you. And, you know, that cornerstone position at Sapphire, it is work, but it's not too difficult to achieve. As a matter of fact, we've got people that are topping Sapphire as we speak, David, personally sponsoring 12, just like you said, and helping those 12 get qualified. That's sponsor one on their left and one on their right. And each one of those has to have an auto ship of at least 60 CV. And you mentioned the Instantly Ageless box that carries 30 CV. So 2 boxes of that, less than $100 of auto ship. Boom. Those 12 sponsors, each with a left leg and right leg, you are promoted to Sapphire, and that's where it all starts. That's where the big money begins to build. And you know what, David, we're beginning to experience that personally. I mean, Last week was the biggest week I've ever had in only 8 weeks. And I can honestly say this, most people in their first 6 months in the space don't make that kind of money, David, and it's very, very exciting. Matter of fact, this promotion that I'm fixing to announce here again, the Sapphire Super Promotion, if you become a Sapphire by May 30th, guys, listen closely, we're going to give you a free trip to Woodland Hills, California. We're going to fly you and your significant other into LAX, Los Angeles, California, pick you up right there in our personal limo, take you to Woodland Hills, just on the northern side there of Beverly Hills. We're going to put you up there at the Marriott. And, guys, June the 6th is going to be a Saturday like none other. Mr. Jason Karamanis, the wealthiest gentleman in network marketing, the number one earner, I should say, globally in network marketing, our number one income earner here at Jeunesse Global, along with my personal sponsor, who was sponsored by Jason, Mr. Alex Arnold. We call him the coach. We'll be doing a free training specifically for those on this team, guys, exclusively for these team members. I mean, David, that's exciting because they're going to teach them how not only to build that Sapphire position, but take them all the way to Diamond. And we know what happens at Diamond. Hello.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, it's big time because the Diamond here, as a matter of fact, David, it's exciting to know that over the last 9 months, over 62 millionaires have been created here at Jeunesse Global, and these guys are earning over $100,000 a month. You got to be excited about that. And that's
in how long again, West? In 9 months?
In 9 months. And two, David,
that's truly off the hook.
It is off the hook. This company is going to be what we call the juggernaut of the industry. No doubt about it. It's going to be the one that's going to create more financially independent people, I believe, than any other MLM in the history of networking, David. It's exciting because in 5 short years, this company's already paid out in excess of $500 million in commissions. $500 million, David, in commissions. It's staggering. Wow. It's staggering. So, again, that Super Sapphire promotion, guys, is in effect right now. You don't want to miss it. June 6th will be that special school. And then on Sunday from 2 to 5 is the corporate event there at the Marriott in Woodland Hills. You don't want to miss it, guys. There will be literally 1,500, possibly 2,000 people coming in for that corporate event. And it's going to be exciting because you people will see firsthand that 90% will be the Asian community. We're just tapping America. We're just getting started, and you have an opportunity here to qualify and go to Woodland Hills, California, absolutely free. And this promotion will close at midnight, May 30th. So you want to make sure that you are a Sapphire. And David, as I wrap it up, hold to it real quickly. 30 seconds. Where do you see yourself in the next 24 months here at Jeunesse Global?
Let's see. Diamond plus, 200,000 a month, and I call that, I don't know about you, but I call that toes up on the beach money.
There you go. Beach money.
And toes up on the beach money. Just sitting back, and people don't understand. If I can just interject this one thing, people talk about this person's a millionaire. That means they have $1 million net worth. When you have $100,000 a month, how much money would you have to earn to then pay net after taxes to put in an investment that's conservative? Let's say even the bank. At what, 1% or 0.5%, to have $100,000 a month or $1 million a year in cash flow coming in, it's staggering. That kind of money, that isn't earned by surgeons who invest, 14, 15 years of their time and several $100,000 of money for their education. This is a real opportunity here that you cannot, if you're on this call, really, all I want to do is light a fire under you and tell you, get a burning desire. Get a why. Because if you don't have a why, if you don't know why you're doing this business, no matter what I say or what Wes says, will never motivate you. You need to be motivated from within with a why. You want to get rid of your job. You want to be a stay-at-home mom here on Mother's Day. You want to be financially free. You want to have those toes up in the beach money. It's nice to have, a lot of people have a lot of money, but they don't have the time to enjoy it. This industry creates that. Those 62 millionaires that you created are making $100,000 a month, and if they go and spend a month in Maui or in Bermuda, their check next month will be $105,000. That's what makes this business so unique and so special, and to build it on the rock solid foundation we have with Jeunesse is truly amazing. I look forward to seeing you at the top, West. I mean, I'm on your coattails. I'm trying to ride them, but you're moving so fast. I'm just thrilled to be a part of your team and to have your leadership. I'm not blowing smoke. People who are on this call, we're just lucky to have this level of commitment from our upline, from Jason, all the way down. But to key in on you, Wes, because you're pounding the pavement and you're paying the price. And I, for one, I'm honored to be part of your team.
Well, David, thank you, and thank you for being on Sunday Night Live. You mean the world to me. I look so forward to being with you a week from tomorrow night in Henderson, Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to have a blast over there, David. Nevada. And I'm Nevada. I'll be with
Nevada.
you.
You get it.
The Silver State. Yes, we'll be there and looking so forward to that. You know, folks, for the guests.
I look forward to it all.
You bet, my man. You betcha. For the guests listening tonight, get your questions answered. We didn't get into a lot of specifics, but we gave you the secret on how to be successful with any company, but specifically here at Jeunesse Global, the fastest growing company, creating the most wealth with a compensation plan that's never been tweaked, never been adjusted. In 5 years, wealth has already been created, and we're just getting started in America. We're just getting started. The wealthiest gentleman, the most successful networker in the space, is 2 levels above me. He sponsored Alex Arnold. Alex Arnold sponsored my wife and I. Here we are to help you reach those levels of success as well. You got to understand the timing concept. You know, you can't get to a place you've never been without knowing where you're going. Let me repeat that. You can't get to a place you've never been without knowing where you're going. Set the goals. Set them high. Set them lofty. Those are the dreams that can become reality here at Jeunesse. Program your personal GPS to what we call here at the Jeunesse Company, the land of plenty, and allow this company to be the one that takes you there. 8 weeks, $58,000 in income. The next 4 weeks will be 6 figures. And guys, that doesn't happen every day. Can it happen for you? Absolutely. Get with me. Private message me. Call me. I'll show you. I'll tell you how it's done. I want to thank everyone for being here. You know, from the words of the late Zig Ziglar, success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. And folks, it's right here for me. It's right here for David. It's right here for Diane Llewellyn and many, many people that have been listening to this call tonight. One team, one family, one Jeunesse. Congratulations. Get back to the person that invited you to Sunday Night Live. Let me put in a little bit of a preview for next Sunday night as I'll be coming live from a meeting on a webinar live at meetwithwest.com. You don't want to meet it. We're going to be bringing on the network superstars. And let me tell you guys, it will be an hour long. You don't want to miss that interview. These guys are lighting it up using that new online marketing social media campaign that is in so much detail. And I know personally in the last 7 or 8 days, they sponsored over 75 people. Guys, it's just the beginning. You don't want to miss it. I'll see each and every one of you at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time next Sunday night at Sunday Night Live. Don't miss it. We'll be there. We'll see you again. Thanks, David, for your help tonight. Thank you, Diane Llewellyn. Guys, we'll see you then. Thanks now. Bye-bye.